Early on in my career, I was watching one of my films. Hey, yeah, it was beautiful. I loved the images, dark and moody as I always do. But I realized something. It didn't say anything. And that scared me. Was realizing I was putting a lot of effort at that point, over 10 years into filmmaking, and well, my films had nothing to say, which means you'll never remember them. You'll look at them for a second and they'll be beautiful and they'll just go away. And this is one of the hard truths I realized in my career, and I wish someone would have taught me early on, which has inspired this video today. I want to talk about, in nearly 20 years of filmmaking, the hard truths I've learned that I really wish I knew earlier on, such as that style without perspective is empty and is very forgettable. Most of us spend a lot of energy into perfecting our lighting and finding cinematic shots. But I think unless you're actually taking time to journal and reflect on your own perspective in life, you won't put that into your work, and your work won't say a dang thing. The movies we loved most made us feel something because the directors actually had something to say and they put that into their film. So next time you're shooting a short film, ask yourself, what does my film say? What question is it asking? It doesn't have to answer it. The next truth, the hardest one, and this one was one of the biggest breakthroughs for me. Maybe I said that about the last one, but truly this one over here. Come on. The next truth is that no one is coming to give you permission. You can wait your whole life for someone to come knock on your door, for that email to arrive, for that grant application to get approved. But filmmaking will always reward for the people who move, not the people who will wait. And maybe that's why you're on Instagram right now, upset seeing some other people having more success than you. It's probably just because they didn't wait. That's the honest truth. And if you're already getting a few excuses about saying, well, no, they have that opportunity and their dad's this or they know this person, there you go. Those reasonings might be what's holding you back from actually going and doing the thing. It's on you. If you want to do this one thing in your life, if you want to make those films, talking about them, thinking about them, calling up your friends to discuss them, watching videos about them, that's not doing the thing. Doing the thing, picking up the camera and shooting the project is the only way you'll achieve your goal. And this could not be more true for Riscate. You've heard me talk about how much that one film changed my career, and no one was asking me to make it. And that's the point. No one's asking you to be a filmmaker. Only you are. But don't take that as something devastating. Take that as agency, that you get to have control of this career. The thing I wish someone would have told me earlier on too is that my work would just be really messy and that it wouldn't be good initially. And that, truthfully, it's always going to take way longer to get to your goal. Ah, man, that one was tough. The next truth, gear will not make you better, but your taste will. That is the differentiator between different directors, is their taste, what they like, and then implementing that into their visuals. I'm still surprised to this day how many DMs I get of people asking me, hey, I want to get into documentary. Do you think blank camera and blank lens is okay? And sometimes I want to respond back and just say, you've already gone down the wrong path. But I get it. Gear's expensive, so you want to know, is this a good investment? But if your energy is only focused on the tool you're using, you're going to miss out on actually creating a taste. That's like a chef just caring about all the ingredients in their kitchen and the type of oven they have, and never caring about the actual taste of the meal. Getting feedback on your films is way more valuable in progressing your craft and getting closer to your goal than any new camera. Really running out of space to film in this office. We've just been doing this whole career here, Art of Documentary, and my YouTube channel in this like 1-bedroom apartment. I don't know, that was another thing I told myself, is I had to have some big fancy studio in order to make it in YouTube, but that's not the case. I like things being lit a bit better. Ah, well, that'll work. The next truth is you cannot grow alone. You will not. You will hit a ceiling. This industry, filmmaking, attracts lone wolves, people who initially believe they're good on working on their own. But your potential, your ceiling is so low if you're learning alone. You need people to challenge you. You especially need people to guide you. You need people who are better than you that you're surrounding yourself. You shouldn't be scared of them, but especially you need people to be able to see what you cannot see. When I have a team, even just a small one, getting feedback on my projects, it's so valuable. I love bringing in not too many, but some people into the edit suite to get their real feedback. Maybe you're saying you don't have community, and this is going to be an absolute plug for Art of Documentary, but I'll just say real quick is there is a full community waiting to meet you there. We have thousands of filmmakers from all corners of the world meeting up all the time, holding meetings in different cities. We have Discord channels where you can just jump on, get feedback live on your projects. There's even this open edit Discord in AOD that's really cool where people edit live and chat with each other. And this is just a platform we've created because I know how isolating filmmaking is. And so if you're interested in AOD, we are on sale right now for Black Friday. You can get any course you want for 40% off. I appreciate the Art of Documentary community. If you're watching this video from AOD, leave me a comment below. Being part of AOD is a highlight of my career, and it's something I wish I would have had earlier in my career. Let's go outside for the last few. I'm tired of being in the office.
Into the cold.
I always love when I shoot YouTube, every person looks hoping that they're going to see a famous YouTuber, and then they're just like, who's that guy? Every person in that cafe was looking. Sorry. My last two truths. One is you're not always going to feel creative. Actually, most of the time in my career, I'm not feeling creative. A lot of the tasks of running a film career are mundane things. But I would say most of the time I'm in my edits, like this one I am on this feature film. Like 80% of editing is not feeling creative. It's trying to find the right quote. It's trying to find the right idea. And it's actually usually questioning everything you've done up to that point, including saying, did I even shoot a film? I thought it was good when I was on set, but now suddenly in the edit suite, this feels ridiculous. It doesn't feel like it's working at all. That is normal because the amount of times I would get into a film and I would get into the edit and I would start editing it and feel really depressed about what I had shot. And in the end, it would turn out great. But no one told me that that middle section always sucks. It's just, it's a weird part of the art, and it is yet to happen for me where the entire edit has felt good. There's been times, like Labor and Love, it started off really great, and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. But then there's a moment in that film when I was editing it that I was like, is this good? Is this just ridiculous? Is it boring? But I'll tell you, if you just stay in the pocket, like when a quarterback is there and all the chaos is happening around, if you can just hang on for a bit longer, you're going to find that moment to throw that perfect pass.
Was that a sports reference?
So that brings me to my last truth, which is you are your own bottleneck. You are what's holding yourself back in your career. And I'm not ripping on you. I'm not piling on you. What I'm saying is your quest for perfectionism or your quest for yourself to feel right, like this is finally the moment I can do this thing, or this is finally the moment I can quit my job and go full-time in filmmaking. That's never going to happen. There's never going to be a good time to be a filmmaker. And you're always going to find excuses, and people are going to say AI is going to kill us, and it won't. AI is actually going to drive us to be around each other more because we're all going to be so sick of the AI slop. If I had realized that earlier on, that I had stopped just blaming my circumstances and my bank account or the camera I had in my hand and just said, I'm the one who can do this, then I probably would have been making films a lot earlier in my career. Hope this helps, guys. And if you're looking for community, like I said, we have one in Art of Documentary that we've been doing for over 5 years now. Thousands of filmmakers in that. We just met one of our students who went up Mount Everest to shoot his film. He actually said he was on Mount Everest using Starlink to watch Art of Documentary, which is wild. He wins the highest altitude for Art of Documentary. And he said that because he goes, those videos remind him of the mistakes he's always making. They remind him of what to correct in his career. So hey, you can actually just watch AOD in your office as well. You don't have to be up the tallest mountain in the world. Appreciate you guys watching this. I hate goodbyes, but you know what? I love Cluane. It's a Canadian company. It's a custom coat I had them make for me. And it's very warm. I can wear just like a t-shirt, even though it's 0 degrees out here. All right, much love. See you guys.